The meeting of the Eastham Visitor Tourism and Promotion Services Board on September 25th, 2023, 3:30 p.m. It's a hybrid meeting offering in-person and remote participation. Is being recorded for future rebroadcast and posted to the on-demand on the town website, eastham-ma.gov. Present today, myself, Jim Russo is chair, Bonnie Nguyen, Faith Casarella, Kathy Bonnell, and absent from the committee is Kate Paradis. Also in attendance is Don Nguyen. And if we could review the minutes from the previous meeting.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I didn't follow up on, saw just an email back and forth about the date. What date did I put in?
No, not yours. It was my date.
Oh,
When I transposed what you sent and put it on here.
wow. I guess it was. I see.
Oh,
Okay.
kept it, it's written and approved, huh? Can't get away with it.
This is very familiar to me. Was I here?
Guess not.
I don't have my phone to tell me if I was here.
I think Kate was here because she seconded the.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay, so
Well, see,
Kate,
on my minutes.
Kate was,
Maybe I didn't copy it. But
Oh, yeah, that's not right.
I think everybody was here.
Yeah,
So Kathy was here too.
yes.
Where did I make?
So I need to delete the word
Absent. Right.
I know Kate was here.
No, Kathy was here. I move that we accept the minutes.
my second,
With, just with the one adjustment to take that absent out, just Kate Paradise and Kathy were present.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything to say, any discussion? Bring it to a vote, all in favor,
I,
opposed? It's unanimous. Summer concerts.
There is an issue. About
yeah,
folks. Now, Lori, when Lori worked here,
But let's not get into that.
okay, you're right, don't need to do that. One of the things I think I neglected to let them know the next day that they had performed. And that was her cue, I guess, to go ahead and submit the bill for payment. Other issue.
Invoice,
Hmm?
invoice.
Well, yeah, I thought there was something else that didn't happen that was supposed to, but regardless. Yeah, she wants now an invoice instead of, and it's interesting because one of the groups actually sent me an invoice, Nikki and the Farm Boys, I think, because we've never had them before and that's what they usually do. So there, did you say something about trying to turn the contract?
I did.
Okay, so what is it?
Well, I haven't had quite the time to do it, but I will. I feel that we can take that contract. Well, I thought you had it all set. You apparently are doing it on Eastham, Town of Eastham stationery.
Yes.
Well, I don't have the stationery. But I can do a mock-up just like I have here. Because Town Hall doesn't really care. the name and seal will be on there. I think if I do that and, and at the bottom, just have a dotted line that, you know, that's the invoice part, and we'll have a checkbox that, the job has been done, and you can check that, and payable to.
Is that, I mean, oh,
I don't want,
you don't want.
I mean, it really isn't gonna do me any good.
Okay.
It's unnecessary, but I just, I was like, oh, I thought I was just gonna do it on that one thing, but. So I think I can make it pretty simple,
Okay,
and there's no reason, if it just says invoice. I created an invoice for the string lights that I needed, I just put it on that. Brought it up to New Laurie,
okay,
and Kayla, thank you. And she said, no problem, I'll put it in and take care of it, so.
Oh, good, okay, because I was willing to design a
Yeah.
invoice that we could just send them when we send them the contract, but if it's not necessary,
well, we are gonna send out those just the same,
the contracts.
and then
And,
when,
and there'll be a section for office use only, and
Mhm.
we'll check, you know.
that's the night of the
This
concert,
invoice,
check it off.
the
So it's the
job.
same contract, just.
Yes,
Yeah. No
less
more
paperwork,
no more
same
paper.
paperwork.
Okay.
Doing it, they've got a whole climate committee here, so we don't want to disrupt all that they and the recycle people will do, so this should go right along with towns.
So I'll
would
mail
want
them
to.
out like I have
Yep.
been, get them back. Keep them until they perform, and then maybe they'll take a copy if I can just scan it in and send it, or I'll go to town hall and submit it. Whichever. See, I've been giving her the whole stack ahead of time.
Who?
Kayla. The whole, all the signed contracts except the one that you had to get.
And
signed.
just saying, oh, the job's been done.
And then calling
Oh,
in,
Oh,
calling
okay.
in.
Okay,
Check that off if I called.
well, yeah, I don't think we have, I think you can still call. I like the idea that you just, I thought you were coming to town hall every week. Oh, or leave. Then you know what, that you don't even have to call, you can email. And say the job is done. You consider that, you can check that box that that this is a, now an invoice.
You know, I should be taking notes.
No, just
So
the
set-
the
so-
only note that you need is that, you know, we're gonna work on changing the contract, so it's both a.
And I can still send them all out and nag them till I get them all back and take them all to town hall in one trip. And then just email it for that they can. That
Exactly.
sounds good. I like that. Okay, working. on-
And I'll just, double check with Kayla, I'll show her what we're
Yeah,
gonna do,
if
so that
you
we
don't
know
mind,
that
that would be
that's not a
great, yeah.
problem.
Okay,
And,
Contract. Okay, that sounds good. Easy peasy. Oh, and the only other issue was Lori knew, and I didn't think to tell her, that was the other one, was my fault, that Chris usually gets paid halfway through for half the concerts that was done, and then gets the rest at the end. Instead of,
well, he can at least bill. They know the rate that we're paying.
he sent in an invoice.
He sent an invoice, so it's out of our hands. We're all set. We just need to let them know that,
When
maybe
when he
they
misses or just isn't needed or something, yeah. Okay.
You have to follow up with the team member at all,
I,
is everything,
You know,
Straight
I'd
down.
really leave that with Kayla and make sure
well,
that she,
that's what I meant, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong name.
make,
Oh,
make
okay.
sure that she,
Yeah.
lets Tina know, or she can talk to Tina about it and, you know, quite frankly, it should be a real simple thing. I mean, if the word invoice is on there, contract invoice.
yeah, that's what I,
Yes,
And-
yes.
and it
that-
serves many
And that should
purposes.
be enough,
It serves many purposes that way.
you know?
Yeah.
I don't even, you know,
It'll alerts them to the date they've agreed to ahead of time and the times, reminds them of the times
what
and
we
what we're
might
paying
do
them.
is that, yeah, we, you know, maybe there's someplace that they can check out, yeah, we've let them know that the contract has been fulfilled.
Oh, right,
And is now,
Right.
an invoice.
right. That would be the only change.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see on Chris's invoice what
I never
he
saw- I've never
discounts?
seen
Oh,
it.
okay, he discounts us by about $3,800. His total would be over 5,000, and I believe that because he gets paid by payment. So
He
when
gets
he
paid by
nags for a little bit, pay him that pays him the big bucks,
Oh,
because he doesn't sound up there for all the names. So, so if he doesn't nag for a couple years, or he does nag, then we should go for it, because there's no alternative. And he's good.
He's wonderful. And I have no complaints. I mean, some of the people that he sends just don't do what he does, but then you can't expect that.
Absolutely.
And I can appreciate why he's up there instead of.
Yeah.
Um,
When he was there at the last concert, I thought that's what should happen
Yes.
for sure.
Speaking of the last, yeah, I thought it was true.
Was it Jailer Travis?
I
Was
did
great,
too.
It was
I
great.
did
well
too.
attended, good weather.
Elton came out in the audience, which I thought was spectacular.
Oh, yeah, they wind their way through and
Through the
play.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Right.
Really? got
In his bare
the
feet,
crowd.
taking a chance that some dog is.
'Cause there were a lot of dogs.
He does that, and Jody Burchill goes out into the
Yeah.
crowd. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, I
I
do
really,
too.
And-
yeah.
And who's the one with the trombone?
Oh,
Goes out.
from way back when, we haven't had them in a couple of years,
Right.
but Baird, Chris Baird and the Brass, something Brass. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
we
used to
didn't
come
have
out.
it
last
Yes.
year. Yeah, I think he's been gone for 2 now, because
So it was well attended, big crowd,
big crowd.
good.
Mhm.
Good.
I missed it. I was kidnapped. Sorry.
By
It's
aliens?
those aliens.
No,
Again?
no,
Aliens?
You must, you know,
Yeah.
trapped aliens.
It's the glasses.
Map of Easton, I have no report, but budget items. I completed the purchase of the lights for the, and I should have brought them with me for the holiday beach shack.
Awesome.
So, and I turned this in, so the total amount came to 178.25. So I'd like to make a motion that.
I
we
knew
can
that we
submit this
paid,
to-
rebuild the town for 178.25 to reimburse Jim for his purchase.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's unanimous.
Oh, we also talked about the Monopoly game. And whether we agreed, we talk about it in the future at the last meeting.
January.
Oh, in January.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay, all right,
Yep. So get ready,
all right.
get all your ducks in a row and be
I-
prepared.
Did I send everybody that note
Yeah.
about what Costco is doing?
Mhm.
Yes.
So it's possible to make some real changes with the board, I mean, to make it really
Oh, yeah.
reflect the
Oh,
town.
yes,
Unless
You
and
don't have to have the
Costco,
jail.
it's not an Eastham, it's a Cape Cod, and some other person is making the decision depending on what we submit.
Oh.
I
how
have a
much we
long
wanna pay.
discussion with the man.
uh,
We have a lot of incredible things for them to put on. When I told them that the lighthouse was the same one that's on the Cape Cod potato chips, that was a big bells one. I told them that the Pilgrims actually landed here, and that was the first encounter. That was a big thing. Which
There
you wouldn't think of that being as big a thing, but they're looking for memorable.
That's
I-
historical.
So it's almost more important than like Penniman House, which is
Yep.
beautiful,
Yep.
but not, you know.
Yeah.
I mentioned the windmill and being the oldest and it's still working.
Yeah.
mill. But you know, he was just a very nice person. Every time I said something, "Oh, so, you know,
He's good at his job.
Nice.
and I'm sure a lot of people have said that.
Every town has
yeah.
that.
So I,
How much, do you remember how much it was for, if we wanted to have?
he really wouldn't come up because it
Oh.
can be from 0 to
Why might it be
thousands of
zero?
dollars.
Why might it be 7,500 a year for 3 years, then free.
Right. Okay, but depending on what it is, how badly wants it, and who's putting it up, and if they don't have a sponsor, that's it. So if the Eastern Chamber did it, we're not gonna put any money into this. So if we came up with something, it's, you know, then you'd say, okay, that, but for the town of Eastern, well, they throw money around like it's going out of style. Exactly. Yeah. But you get the point. I mean, and it's not my determination, it would be their determination. You know,
But they just wanted suggestions and you gave them.
yeah,
Okay, so we discussed the Monopoly game. What does that go under? It's not a budget item because we're not gonna pay for it.
Well,
New business?
Was under new business last time,
last time, but
old business.
so it's now into old business.
Okay, I didn't know we had.
Well,
We do now.
You can adjust.
why
I
not? Why
can,
not?
now that I'm feeling better, just, you will too someday.
you will feel better.
Hmm.
Okay. No, can we move on to holiday plans?
That's it.
October.
Begin with our October meeting.
Oh.
We're
that's October.
speeding
Okay.
through our meeting here.
Okay.
Eh,
However, I would like to just throw it out that if we're looking for those bags. For the cookies,
mhm,
Oh, yeah,
we don't have any from last year.
okay,
I got them
So-
from
Gave me,
Sam's.
Pardon?
I got them from Sam's.
There you go.
All right.
oh, she'll
And
be
that's-
closing, right?
Exactly. And that's why I wanted to bring it up.
Thank you.
Because our meeting in October is
Good.
probably after
thinking.
she closes.
Okay.
No wonder he's the chairperson.
Uh-huh.
So you
excellent.
might move that discussion up to September.
Okay, here we are.
Cookie bags.
Bonnie will, I'll see them or go. I'll go.
Cookie business.
That's right, because we used the last of them at the teacher.
Did we have a number that we asked for?
For Santa's, for the Santa's Village, is that, do we use them for that?
Yeah, because
Now it's the
we,
end of the year.
For cookie bags.
right,
Yeah.
is that
Oh,
right?
you want them for that also?
We
Well-
did use them for the last year.
Because we
had
We
them.
did.
We had them and we also had that because Shaw's gave us $50 instead of the usual 25. So we used the extra 25 for more cookies, Santa's Village or whatever we're calling it on tea time. That was
So-
our contribution.
Yeah, and which is great. And so we should plan on doing that. Again, so I'd look for more than 200, I guess, but I mean, I don't know.
Do you think it was 200 last year or last time we asked? Okay,
think
that I
so.
don't either. I don't have
You
a
know
clue.
what?
Maybe
Did
the
you stuff the cookies last year? for
Oh,
the-
yeah, I hallucinated.
Well,
Yeah,
during your hallucination, do you think there were like 200 bags?
there were a lot of bags left.
Yeah, but
But then we
there were
used them.
bags left.
There were
But
bags.
no, we used
For
them.
I think we
Christmas.
gave them.
We used them at tea time, the last.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because
Yes.
somebody turned them over to me and I stuffed them.
Okay.
to tea time.
Because I didn't see any. I have the bag with all the napkins.
Oh, okay.
And I was, geez, was the bags, and that's what brought this up, because I was gonna borrow some of your napkins, but I didn't need them. Plus,
So
they were all Christmas, and it was a fall event, it was down in Provincetown in September, I'm like,
I must have gone to you and you gave me you went through the bag and found the bags.
so,
So
so,
you have
yeah,
to some
so,
200.
and maybe 200's enough, and she's just gonna say, oh, okay, and grab a bunch. And then when in doubt. I think they have the same bags at the home one. So doesn't hurt to get
Sure.
cover bases. You know, we'll store them until next year and what we don't use.
Well, I will go to Hole in One and request the hot chocolate and the cups, and they give us napkins. Should I also ask for bags then?
Oh, yeah, it's all at the same time. It won't hurt to get them.
Sure.
I mean, I know they used to have them. Because they put single donuts in them sometimes, if they thought of it.
I'll put that on my October schedule.
Okay, October.
I think they'll give us napkins.
I know one thing they gave us.
Must be, because we don't get them with the cookies.
One thing they gave us was a sleeve of lids
Yeah.
for the cocoa.
Uh-huh.
They're still in my garage. We're trying, I mean, they've been in my garage. We don't want
See,
to
my
use them,
mom
but
throw
I'm
them
thinking
away.
recycle them maybe.
What's the matter with them? They're still in
Well,
the
it's
sleep.
not a sealed, I don't think. I think the sleeve. is-
I'll check them out.
Oh, check them out.
Are-
Just look, yeah.
I mean, you need to keep waste.
You're right. You're in tune with this. Not wasting stuff.
Okay,
Oh, you're onto decor and lighting.
sure.
I have paid attention once. When we were coming back from someplace at night, which is rare, and I didn't see the lights on.
I just went by last Thursday. At night with Linda and Patty, who were coming from, we'd gone to Tugboat from Hyannis, and they said, oh, we're finally gonna be able to, they're not out at night.
Yeah.
either.
Right.
So they were all excited to go down the street, and so all lit and looked
It
beautiful.
was. Oh. Okay,
Dozens.
it's not on 20, it's not 24/7, it comes on at a time like 7 or 8, maybe.
It's not a timer. When it's dark enough, it's,
Oh, okay.
it's light enough, it goes up.
It looks really nice.
Oh, gotta see it. Gotta see it. You'll have to go out again.
Just wait, it'll be dark at 4:30.
Yeah.
It's okay, good, I'm glad you know they're working.
Next on the list. Anything else? Banners? No, we can't talk about new banners because Kate's not.
Right.
Yeah, this has been a long time, this project, isn't it?
No report.
Working with the designer. It's been since
Until-
spring, right?
Until October.
Oh.
Yeah.
Another thing till October. Okay,
We're gonna be busy.
revisit October.
Well, you know, look how well the map project turned out. That seemed like that was on our agenda for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But it got done.
It got
Mhm.
done, and I think it came out really well.
Yes.
We did.
What else? Any other business? We have a motion for adjournment.
I motion to adjourn. It is 3:55.
That's gotta be the shortest.
3:53.
Okay, we'll change it to 3:53.
Wow, this is
Motion to
Thursday.
adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous.
Yes.
Thanks,
Alright.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're in that in between stage, aren't we? We're
Yeah.
between the summer concerts and Christmas. We're not into the crunch yet.
So we can
I
shut
did
that
get a
off.
call, I did get a
Or-
call from
I'm sorry.
Mary Ann Sinopoli about the, she goes, well, the tournament banners, we'd like to see them. I said, it's on a schedule. That's all I can tell you. It's on a schedule. I pulled out the schedule and that's why I printed. I said, goes up the day after Columbus Day and down the week after Thanksgiving.
Are we still filming?
Apparently,
Parents.